Welcome to D's Nuts Garage, and today we're going to be installing a Flashark cold air intake on one of these two trucks. Can you guess which one? Maybe that one. So let's jump into this video and get it started. All right, like I said in the intro, we're going to be installing a Flashark cold air intake. Now, Flashark has been a sponsor of us for a couple of videos in the past. And what we've done, I think we put an exhaust tip on this black truck, and that's a 2019 F-150. And then I think we did a catback exhaust on a I can't remember if that's a 2018 or a 22 Ford Mustang. But that's across the street. But we have done some work on this before. And Flashark sponsored this truck. Now they contacted me again and they wanted to send me a cold air intake for my 22. And but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it on this 19, and I'll tell you in a minute the reasons why. So we have it here in the box, and what we're going to do is just kind of go through it, and then up here I'll put the link to their website, and then below it there's going to be a promo code. So when you go to flashark.com and you pick your car that you have and any of those products that you order, use that promo code. Because what that's going to do is give you 15% off of your order. Now, I'm also, because right off the top of my head, I cannot remember exactly the price of this cold air intake. I'm not even going to guess, but I think I know what it is. But what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to put the price, and I'm going to put the 15% discount, and then what the total is before taxes and shipping. I think there's free shipping, but don't quote me. So let's open up the box. I got it right here. I already opened it up. Well, let's go through it. First things first, the most important thing in this whole package here is this. And it's not even instructions. It's just a Flashark sticker. Because you know what? A long time ago, you used to order parts, and when you got your parts in, you get a sticker put on your race car. Well, I don't do that anymore, but Flashark, they sent me a sticker. So that's going to be going on Rodney Knox over there. So thank you, Flashark, for a sticker. I really enjoy that. It's the simple things, Charlie, in life that make you happy.
The little things, you got to appreciate them.
Yeah, yeah. So this right here is going to be our air filter. Now, this is a dry filter right here, like that. Some filters require that you put oil on them after you clean them, some kind of oil. And it's kind of like they used to do with old pickup trucks that have an oil bath air filter. And basically the oil would capture all the dust and then you could wash it out. But this is a dry filter. And I would like to see about getting a spare one of these, so that way when I wash it, or Charlie washes his, you can kind of sit it up on the shelf and let it dry overnight or a few days. But while you're waiting for it to dry, you could put a new one on. So you could actually have two and rotate them through. It just, to me, I just don't like putting something wet and then not be able to drive my truck for a few days or overnight or whatever. I guess you could put a fan behind it, and that would help dry it out. But for me, more convenient that I could just have two, swap them out, wash this one, let it dry, and I don't have to worry about it. So this is the air filter part. In the box, it's going to come with some, looks like this is a rubber kind of connection hose. We got some clamps. Look like some pretty good clamps there. They're not the cheap ones, you know. They look like to be stainless steel. So I like those. You got two clamps and this little rubber hose. And it's got some little nuts and bolts in there as well. Got a hose or a pet snake.
Keep the birds away.
Keep the birds away. So this is going to probably be like around the metal frame that's going underneath the hood. This is probably something you put on that to kind of keep it from chafing against something. So we got our rubber trim piece. Got another smaller little trim piece like that. So this is, once again, it's going to go on this metal that I'm fixing to show you, and that's just going to be kind of keep it from rubbing on something, or if you're reaching in there, you don't wind up cutting yourself on the metal. That's my guess. Now we have another little bag. We got some sort of little metal. Looks like it's textured. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. That's what that is. Now we get into this, like I say, this is the textured, the metal housing that this is gonna mount into the truck, like this. It's got another piece that's gonna make it not less flimsy. Just taking apart. And then this right here is gonna be where probably the air filter sits. It's coming through this hole, and it's gonna bolt together, and that's basically it. Now, one thing that's not in this package is instructions. So I think they sent this to me to see if I could figure it out without any instructions. So if you want to know how to install this, watch this video all the way through, because by the time we get done with it, it's going to be in the truck and we're going to have it put together right. But I do believe they just didn't send me any instructions because they're just trying to test my skill level.
You are the instructions.
I am the instructions, like I'm the warranty. All right, so let's get over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the two trucks. Now, his truck has a 2.7 liter in it. My truck has a 2.7 liter in it. And basically, his is a 19, mine's a 22. Underneath the hood, they're basically the same thing. So this kit, I know, will go from a 19 to a 22. When you go on their website and you put in your vehicle, it's gonna tell you whether or not it's compatible with your vehicle. So now I'm gonna just kind of jump over here and show y'all why I'm not gonna be putting this on my truck, but his. Alrighty, so here is what we're gonna be replacing. Is basically this box, and probably to this clamp, and then you can see this box, the air is coming in through here. So the air is coming in from underneath the hood. Now, if you can see my hood underneath it, it's really dusty like that right there. And that's because that over there is a gravel road, and it's been in the summer and it's been really dusty. Now, Charlie here, his isn't as dusty, probably about like normal city use, you know, all you city fellers. Your truck ain't as dusty as mine because you don't live on a gravel road. And the thing about this intake is that the air filter is going to be inside of here. And then if you look right there, that's the front tire. So as I'm going down this gravel road, it's throwing up a lot of gravel dust, and it's going to cause me to have that air filter clog up faster or fill up full of dirt faster than it would Charlie, because he's not driving on a gravel road every day. And with my truck, it's kind of best that I'm catching the air here on this gravel road, because all the dust is going to kind of come up behind my truck from the tires back. And up here, at least I'm getting as much clean air as I can driving down our gravel road. So that's the reason why I'm not putting it on my truck, but his. So let's get this apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on like a little time-lapse video, and we're going to basically have to pull these little plugs up there. We have a bolt here. Let's look around a little bit more. That may be the only bolt. There may be another one somewhere right here, but we'll figure it out. We'll take this apart, take this off first, and then that'll allow us to look inside of here. We can just pop this off real quick. Charlie, pull that filter out there. He's got a pretty new filter. Well, what it is right there, this right here, them are like little plugs that just kind of snap it into place down there. So let's get this apart and we'll get the new one in real quick. All right, so here's what kind of the tools I think we're going to need. Now, this is a small socket set. I think it's a 7mm. And what that's going to be for is a little bolt right there, a little nut, whatever. Just going to unloosen it. I'm thinking we have to take this off. I'm pretty sure we do. I don't think it's compatible with the new one. You basically just unscrew it and it should just pop out. I don't want to get too far. Come on, baby. Yep, that's just going to pop out. There you go, Charlie. Alrighty, so we have determined that we will be using this factory lower part of this box. Now, I don't know how necessary that is, but we're going to leave it so that way we don't lose the part. I mean, you could undo it here, but it didn't come with a blocking plate to kind of block that off. But I think this will be fine because it'll still pull fresh air in from underneath the hood into this area, and then the filter will draw in that air. Now, this is the way this little box goes. I don't know if you can see it very well. Kind of like that. And the way it works is you have these little tabs on the side right there, like little teeth. They're going to go into the little slots right there. Like that. Something similar like that right there. And then you have the little latches that held the upper piece of the original one on here that click into there. And then this one back here will click up to there. What I want to do real quick is I'm going to get this clamped together and install back in the truck, and then we'll show you how to run the pipes and then the gaskets right there. All right, so we got this box in here. Like we said, we had our lines over here, this wiring. We can go ahead and put them back where they came out of. We got our 13mm bolt we're going to stick back in here. And then we're going to pop these back in there. Now it's going to lock this air intake down. Let me get that gadget there, Charlie. Charlie, grab that them other parts over there. That box. So I think this, we got all that tightened up. I think this gasket here goes like along this right here. So that way if you're in here installing something, so you don't cut yourself, maybe. We'll find out if it fits perfectly around it. I may need to cut that to get around that corner. Yeah, maybe, maybe not, maybe. Just like that. Yeah, we'll have to cut it because it's a little long. But I think that's how that goes right there. We got our little rubber gasket, so when we shut the hood, it probably presses down on this and makes it have a good fit. So it's not just sucking air in from anywhere. Do I have a... I got this. Does that work? A pair of scissors would be good. Well, actually not, because there's metal in this. So, there we go. Just like that. I don't know what this goes to. You get that? See what size them little... Oh. Probably going to be an 8mm for these clamps. Yep. All right, so we got this metal collar right here that came with the kit. Now this big end is going to go in here into your factory hose here, and it's just going to kind of extend forward into this. Looks like it's going to be, but we have this too. That's going to be poking this donut looking thing. What you're going to do is you're going to come inside the box and it's going to press out like that. I think that was right, wasn't it, Charlie? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's pull this metal collar back out. Right there, pull it out. Let's start on the inside of this box. Let's put this in here. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. And this is kind of a multi-stage thing here. Got another rubber boot. It's going to go on this metal collar on the smaller side. And this little rubber boot is basically going to fit on this like that. But this has to go from the inside of the box out. So
put this filter on there first.
Is it that?
Yeah, because that fits down inside here. There's a little lip.
Yeah.
It goes around.
Can you not put it? Can we do it when it's on the truck?
You can. It'll just be a little harder to stretch this around it.
Oh. All right, yeah, let's do that. I was thinking, because if you have this put together and you go to put this, you know, take it off, you're not going to want to have to disassemble this. But we'll just do it like this right here, get that fitted in there. And that's basically just going to buck kind of fit right there. Like that. Now let me see my, that was a 7, wasn't it? Yep. That's what's that?
Phillips.
Oh, that's a Phillips.
That's a small one. That's probably.
Oh no.
Maybe a 4.
Oh, that's. I just try to put an 8 on it. It's too small. You need a Phillips. Well, here's a Phillips. You tighten that up, Charlie, and I'm gonna tighten this up because I want to get this. So we have what, these 2 clamps that have to go on here. There. So we're going to take these clamps and just kind of slide them over this rubber piece here. And this is real time. I mean, we're showing you actually how long it's going to take you to do it for your first time, and we've never done it. Never even had anybody show us. We didn't even get no instructions. But this was a test, I'm telling you. They just sent this to me so I could figure it out on my own. See how. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Let's see that again. My OCD's kicking in. I don't like the way that pipe's sitting there like that. It looks like I didn't care when I put it in here. Want that. Make sure it's even all the way around. Tighten her back up. Now y'all can see the clamps there. The bolts are coming up, so that way if we need to tighten it up, we ain't, you know, having to reach down here to tighten them up. We want to get them on there right. I probably need to loosen them just a hair. I don't want to get too much because the clamps will pop apart. I want it to come on there just a little bit more. Oh, there we go. There we go, baby. Talk to me, baby. Oh, just telling me I got the wrong size. I wonder if you'll be able to hear the turbo. Ain't that what they're supposed to do? Back you hear the turbo a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will. It's already decently loud anyway.
It's gonna go. All right, now we're going. He's got this all clamped together, just like that. And you'll see we got this seam right here. We want to make sure we put that down. I don't want to see it. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. You gotta pry her in there, fella. Get in there. All right. Now it's in there. We're gonna poke it through the hole. See if we can. Yeah, I guess you have to do it like that because you don't have like a.
Almost over it. Give me some pressure on my side. Just trying to collapse this
hose. There she goes. Look at her go.
Alright, so now we're gonna have to tighten this down. You're gonna have to push against it while I push against it.
I got it tightened. I got him pushing it. I think that looks pretty good. Oh no! Went all the way to the ground.
That'll get you some more views.
Oh, Butterfingers. Alright, so that's it right there. It's all hooked up. Alright.
That's on there pretty tight.
Alright, what we'll do now is we'll get I'll get over here, you know, I'll show you how it's all done, and then we'll have him start up the truck and see how the hood shuts and all of that stuff. So we'll be right back. Alright, let's back out here a little bit. Alright, so we got it in there, we got our gasket on. Right there. We got this is the little line that I was talking about. But if you're just replacing this, you really don't have to take this lower tub out like we did. I thought this unit replaced the whole thing, but it doesn't. It uses the factory lower part of the box, which is good. So we got it all hooked up. You can see here's the clamps right there, those two. Got that tight, got this tight. And that's basically it. Charlie, take that little tripod down and then hop in there and start this thing up. Rev it up a little bit. Yeah, I think you can hear it more than mine. Try it one more time. All right, let's jump over here to my truck and compare it. All right, he's gonna jump in my truck and start it up and see if it sounds the same. Probably not. That was kind of loud. Yeah, yours is louder. You can hear the turbo in it a little louder. Well, there's a side-by-side comparison of factory and with this intake on it. So it's a little louder. You can hear the turbo whistling a little better and swooshing or whatever they call it nowadays. So let's go over here and see if it, like when we shut the hood, you know, we want to make sure that it's not causing any issues with the hood being shut, and the hood shuts pretty good. It wasn't bulging up on it. So that's the install on this, and like I said, if you want to get one, it's going to be in the there'll be a link for this product in the description, and you can check out their website too. All right, so that's going to be the end of this video. Please don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Now, I'd also like to give another big thank you to Flashark.
For closing the hood on this job.
For closing the hood on this job. You should also say thanks, Flashark.
Thank you, Flashark. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, so greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, let's close the hood on this job because we're done. There he went. He got it. He got it. All right, so that's going to be it. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next video.